Hello everybody. So look who I'm with. I'm with Jon Booth. The man is still alive, which is always a good thing after what he's just achieved. So we spoke a few days ago about your epic challenge that you're taking on, which was, you can introduce it, you can say what it was, and then we'll talk about how it went.
So we did, there were three of us that took part in Europe's toughest mudder. So that was a 5-mile course of 20 obstacles, starting at midnight, and as many laps as you can do by 8 in the morning. So 8 hours, 20 obstacles, 5 miles.
8 hours, 20 obstacles, 5-mile circuit, yeah? And you just do it as many times as you can in that time. Wow, so it's all measured by distance.
Yep. Before
you went into it, you had an idea of what it was going to be like, but was it anywhere like what you thought it was going to be?
It was tougher.
It was tougher.
Way tougher, yeah. I mean, we've done Tough Mudder before, we've done loads of obstacle races before, and always thought, oh, these other ones, they're tougher than Tough Mudder. So we thought we'd be alright with a Tough Mudder. But no, this was something else. This was the toughest, and it really did prove that. Because normally Tough Mudder, you're talking 20 obstacles over 12 miles.
Okay.
This was 20 obstacles over 5 miles, so way more intense, and the terrain was harder. And it's at night, and we had rain. Oh, it was just brutal. Cold, brutal, rain, horrible.
So kind of a lottery, I guess, on the weather.
Oh yeah.
Did the rain hold you back at all? Did it? At what point did you really think, oh, this is the rain's fault here?
I don't know if it was the rain's fault. Just it was the whole thing altogether. I mean, ultimately, my goal, and I said it last time, I got a bit carried away.
We were hyper though. We were ready. We were like, we're gonna take on the world.
My initial goal was 40 miles. That was my initial goal, and then I got carried away. And
then I made you say 50.
Yeah. So we went 50, and I thought, yeah, let's give it a go because there's a massive prize up for grabs there.
Yeah.
And then after the first lap, I was like, no, 50's out of the question. Not going to do that because the first lap's a sprint lap. Most of the obstacles are closed, so we do it faster, but still that was a good 45-50 minutes. So yeah, 50 miles out of the question, 40 miles possibly. So I thought that's still my target. And then halfway through, realised just not going fast enough. The obstacles are too difficult. Doing a few penalty loops, which adds on extra time, extra distance. And then so I thought 35-30 would be a good target at that point. Halfway through I was thinking 30-35. Final lap coming in around about 6 in the morning, starting the final lap, and about a mile and a half in, knee injury.
Oh.
Yeah, so right knee goes, and so I'm limping the next 3.5 miles. About a mile into that, left knee's kind of feeling a bit dodgy, so slowed me right down. Last lap was an hour and 50 minutes.
Oh
so
wow,
okay. Way too long. Finished at 7:20 in the morning. Did my 25 miles. So
25
good.
miles.
Halfway, 25.
25. Let's just get our heads around that for a second. Running 25 miles in 8 hours is hard anyway, like for most people, because it's pretty much a marathon, isn't it? And people train for months to do that. And you've done that distance, 25 miles, not only in the dark, right? In the dark with a head torch on, all sorts of terrain, but with obstacles thrown in there. Like literally how long were you running roughly before you hit another obstacle, like on average?
Quarter of a mile.
So every quarter of a mile he's hitting an epic obstacle.
So you got everything from the heights, so King of the Swingers, the ones where you jump in and swing in and trying to grab hold of ropes and things, through to the ice and the electric at the end, the electricity, over and over again you're hitting that electricity. So yeah, it was tough.
That's a bit of I mean, what a fantastic achievement. You've got something to show for it.
Oh yeah, I've got my patches. So what have we got? We've got my Europe's toughest mudder patch, and then we've got my 25-mile patch. That's a nice achievement, that is. That's going pride of place.
Where are you going to put it?
Well, I've got a limited edition Europe's toughest mudder tee coming with all the participants' names on the back.
Wow.
So I'm going to get the patches on there. Nice little memento. Already entered for next year. Next year. Smash it.
Smash it next year. You heard it here first.
I know what to expect now, so that's a year's worth of training coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I'm still racking my head around it because this is your world, and you do a lot of these obstacle runs. You've been doing them for a number of years now. It's like your sport, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not in that zone, but also people watching might not fully grasp this. Okay, so you might have heard of Tough Mudder. Tough Mudder is something that pretty much anyone can go and do,
Yeah.
providing they do a little bit of training.
Absolutely.
But you can miss obstacles, I believe, can't you?
Yeah, you can take. I mean, it's your own personal challenge. You do what you feel you can do. You push yourself to your limits.
Sure. And you've kind of done like the beast of Tough Mudder for those that are really serious about the sport. I mean, the guy that won got, you said, $8,000.
Yeah, he got $8
prize
grand
money?
for winning. So he got $4 grand for winning, and then $4 grand for hitting the 50-mile mark. He was the only person to hit that 50 miles.
Wow. And so it is a massive achievement, and I guess you know what it is to you, and that's great, but I hope people watching realise the extent of what he's just done to complete it, because let's talk about some of the numbers. There were like hundreds of people that didn't even finish.
Yeah, there was so 755, I believe, took part. Probably about 100 odd didn't finish. We've got one person hitting 50 miles, 2 people hitting the 45-mile mark, and then one person hitting 40 miles, and then successively more until you get to 25. That's where a large proportion hit. 250 of us hit. I came 100th overall, which I was really
bang
pleased
on
with.
100.
Bang on 100.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was pleased with that.
Cool. So great effort, John. I mean, it's been a pleasure training you for it, and now we've got another goal we're going to take on for next year.
Next year.
Have you got anything else that you want to say to people watching? Because if they're
Well, the
watching
only
at this
other thing-
stage, then they know that they're interested in this.
Absolutely. Well, the only other thing is we did do this to raise some money for a very worthwhile cause, which is Whiz Kids, which we talked a little bit about last time. They provide disabled equipment, so wheelchairs for disabled kids, give them training, give them some independence. So we've been raising some money. So anyone who's already pledged, time to collect. And anyone who would like to donate a little bit to a very worthwhile cause, which we've worked very hard to raise some money for, I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And the link's underneath this video to check that out and to donate. All right, everybody. John, well done, mate.
Thanks very much, Tommy.
On to the next challenge.
Thank you.
See ya.